The world of viral content is moving faster than ever, and we are diving deep into the biggest stories hitting your feed right now. First up, we have to talk about the unexpected crossover that has everyone buzzing as K-pop sensation Lim Young-woong steps onto the global stage. He has joined forces with the titan of YouTube himself, MrBeast, to lend his voice to a wild supermarket survival challenge that is captivating millions of viewers worldwide. It is a bold new direction for the singer as he translates his star power into international digital content.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Next, the gloves are officially off in the creator boxing world as a heated rivalry between IShowSpeed and KSI reaches a boiling point. After a sparring session involving Jasontheween, KSI made a comment comparing the two that immediately triggered a fiery, viral callout from IShowSpeed. Now the internet is obsessed with the potential for a rematch that has already drawn massive, high-stakes bets from heavy hitters like MrBeast and W2S. Then we have to address the growing firestorm surrounding MrBeast and his latest extreme challenge that critics are calling psychological warfare. The massive YouTuber has leveled up his game by offering a cool $1 million to contestants who can eat their way through an entire grocery store, following reports of a previous challenge where participants stayed isolated for over 2 months. The ethical debate is raging online, with fans and critics alike questioning if the scale of these survival tests has officially crossed the line. Finally, the stakes are being pushed to their absolute limit as reports emerge that contestants in new MrBeast challenges could face up to a full year of isolation away from their families. As the format evolves and the duration of these stunts continues to escalate, the online community is left wondering exactly how much pressure is too much for the sake of entertainment. Make sure you are part of the conversation by hitting that like button, smashing the subscribe icon, and ringing the notification bell so you never miss an update on these evolving stories. Ever imagined what happens when South Korea's biggest music sensation crosses paths with the undisputed king of YouTube? Well, the internet is buzzing today because Lim Young-woong just made a surprise appearance on MrBeast's channel, and it's honestly as wild as it sounds. In the latest video titled $250,000 for the person who stays until the end at a supermarket, Jimmy Donaldson, better known as MrBeast, did exactly what he does best. He bought out a grocery store and turned it into an high-stakes survival arena. But the real twist for Korean fans, Lim Young-woong stepped in to handle the voiceover work for one of the participants. It's not your typical musical performance. Instead, we got to hear him channeling the raw, frantic energy of someone literally fighting to win a massive cash prize. It's fascinating to see an artist of his caliber pivot into the world of global content creation like this. Word on the street is that this cool crossover came together thanks to a connection with voice actor Nam Do-hyung, who is the go-to voice for MrBeast's Korean dubs. By jumping onto the platform of a channel with over 470 million subscribers, Lim Young-woong isn't just singing songs anymore. He's genuinely expanding his brand into the global mainstream. It shows he's not afraid to take risks and keep his fans guessing. What do you think about this unexpected team-up? Would you love to see him take on more voice acting roles, or should he stick to the stage? Let us know in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest in viral entertainment. And remember, sometimes the biggest career breakthroughs come from the most unpredictable collaborations. Ever wonder what happens when two of the biggest egos on the internet collide over a simple sparring comparison? Well, grab your popcorn because the beef between IShowSpeed and KSI is officially back on the menu, and it is heating up faster than a viral clip. It all started when KSI sparred with Jasontheween and dropped a comment that was bound to trigger an explosion. He flat out said Jason looked better in the ring than Speed ever did. For someone as fiercely competitive as Speed, that wasn't just a critique, it was an invitation to war. Speed fired back on X with a savage challenge, reminding the world that he was just a 17-year-old kid 4 years ago, but he is a grown man now and ready to prove it. He wasn't mincing words, flat out telling KSI he is going to whip his behind. What is wild here is how quickly this escalated from a trash talk tweet to a high-stakes event. We are not just talking about pride anymore. We're talking about serious cash. MrBeast threw down a cool $100,000 on Speed, and W2S matched it instantly, backing KSI. That is $200,000 on the line over a sparring match. KSI, being the savvy veteran of the boxing scene that he is, didn't fold. He played it cool, kept his response chill, but made it clear he is down to step back into the ring. This is exactly the kind of chaos that makes the creator boxing scene so addictive, blurring the lines between content, sport, and legitimate spectacle. So, what do you think? Is Speed actually ready to take down a veteran like KSI, or is this just more legendary internet bait? Let me know your pick in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more updates as this story develops. At the end of the day, regardless of who wins, the real winner is the audience watching this absolute madness unfold. Have we finally hit the breaking point of viral entertainment, or are we just watching a high-stakes, real-world experiment unfold? MrBeast, the king of YouTube, is currently in the hot seat, and this time, the backlash isn't about production quality, it's about ethics. We're talking about his latest challenge, which has evolved from a simple endurance test into something people are calling psychological warfare. Here's the setup. Rumors are swirling that in an earlier iteration of his grocery store challenge, contestants were locked inside for a staggering 67 days. Imagine that, over 2 months completely cut off from your family, your friends, and the outside world. Even when offered a life-changing $250,000, some reportedly refused to leave. It sounds like a premise for a dystopian thriller, but this is the reality of modern content creation. Now, the ante has been up to a cool $1 million prize, with the new goal being to essentially eat through the entire stock of a grocery store. But as the prizes get bigger, the public outcry is getting louder. Critics are taking to social media in droves, questioning where we draw the line between a fun challenge and pure exploitation. One viral take described it as a modern-day psychological experiment on desperate people, calling out the disturbing nature of dangling massive sums of money to see how much physical and mental strain a person can actually endure. It raises a difficult question. Does consent really cover everything? Supporters argue that these contestants know exactly what they're signing up for. It's a voluntary gamble. But the critics make a compelling counterpoint. When you put that much money on the table, are the choices truly free? Or is the financial pressure forcing people into situations that are objectively damaging to their health and well-being? It feels like we're watching a real-life Hunger Games, where the entertainment is fueled by the desperation of the participants. From his last to leave challenges to his viral Squid Game recreation, MrBeast has always pushed the envelope. But there's a growing sentiment that this is no longer about creativity. It's about constant, escalating shock value. When the production team keeps pushing for longer isolation and higher stakes, at what point does it stop being a YouTube video and start becoming something we should be ashamed to click on? I want to know where you stand. Is this just the nature of modern influencer competition, or has the pursuit of views officially gone too far? Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. And if you're enjoying this deep dive, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more breakdowns on the biggest stories in the creator economy. At the end of the day, we have to ask ourselves, are we watching for the thrill, or are we just desensitized to the cost? Have you ever wondered what the true price of internet fame really is? We all know MrBeast for his jaw-dropping spectacles and massive cash prizes, but a recent revelation about his latest production has sent shockwaves through the community. According to reports, contestants signed up for a challenge only to find out at the very last second that they were potentially looking at a full year of complete isolation from their families. Imagine thinking you were signing up for a typical, high-energy obstacle course, only to have the terms shift into a psychological endurance test that spans 12 months. It really forces us to ask, at what point does the pursuit of viral glory cross the line into something much more intense? The stakes in the creator economy have never been higher, but a year away from your loved ones is a steep price to pay for any amount of money. What do you think? Is this just the new standard for extreme entertainment, or has the game finally gone too far? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe if you want to keep up with the wildest stories on the internet. After all, content is king, but your sanity is priceless.